Gotta Love Connecticut Hockey had the chance to sit down with Shawn and Laurie Rousseau, coaches of the Kent School girls varsity ice hockey team. Shawn is a graduate of Bowdoin College and Middlebury College, and Laurie holds a degree from Yale and Boston College. With a wealth of hockey experience in their backgrounds, they're poised to lead Kent to victory. Let's meet the coaches. Laurie, Shawn, thank you both for meeting with us today. How did you guys first get involved with hockey?
My father used to joke that if we didn't play hockey, he would change our last name. I have 3 older brothers, all of whom played. We're a big hockey family, and it was so much a part of my childhood.
I have a brother that's 18 months older than myself and took to the ice in the form of hockey, and I soon followed suit and ultimately ended up playing goalie, I think largely due to him needing someone to shoot on in the driveway. So family very much had a role in it, but in a bit of a different way.
How did you two meet?
I was working at a boarding school in Massachusetts called St. Mark's, and we needed a new boys varsity hockey coach, and Shawn was a candidate for the position and ultimately took the job and
just went from there.
Yep.
When and why did you guys decide to team up and become a coaching couple?
I coached boys for a number of years and Laurie coached girls, and basically that means that we're running in different directions all the time. You know, I'm on the road, she's playing at home, and vice versa. And meanwhile, we started our family and we had 2 girls, one of whom is already playing U8 girls hockey, and the other of whom is up on skates as a 4-year-old. And so I think as our family planning developed and the timing was really good, to coach at this level and to do it well is an extraordinary amount of work. To be able to divide labor and to do a lot of things together with the recruiting and the outplacement into college and practice planning and film analysis, it's a gift to be able to do this together.
Tell me a little bit about your coaching background, Laurie.
throughout college I had opportunities to co-work at camps as a counselor and a coach, and I got the bug, I guess, from that experience. And then as my own personal career was winding down, I obviously thought long and hard about what it was that I wanted to do, and it just was sort of natural to at least go this route initially, right. and I never sort of strayed from it.
I mean, if there's a family that has a true passion for hockey, it's the Rousseaus. My dad, my 3 brothers, and I, all of us are hockey coaches. So I think it's just sort of in our blood, and my family's hockey skating instruction school had already started when I was a kid growing up. When I was about 15 or 16 years old, my dad started giving me a good deal of responsibility at the camp and actually instructing. I felt that I took to it pretty naturally. So then as my playing career, I was injured, and as I was identified I wouldn't be able to play anymore, to get involved in coaching was important for me at that time, and has yielded so much.
I know you were with Thornton Academy and you led them to their first state championship title.
Absolutely.
Tell me, are you going to bring some of the skills you brought to that team to this team?
We hope so. That championship run, in all my years in competitive sports, that may have been one of the more inspirational moments. The degree to which that group really came together, their willingness to play roles, to have a team-first mentality was really the magic and what made it so inspirational. This team we're coaching right now is already rivaling what was so magical about that experience with Thornton. So I think the degree to which our girls here have really bought into the qualities that make a team great, their willingness to work hard, all the intangible qualities that you really want in an athlete, it really rivals what you cited as a pretty neat championship run.
So why come to Kent?
We fell in love with Kent when we visited, and it certainly offered us a lot of what we were looking for us professionally and personally as a family, and it just felt right.
There's tremendous balance here. We have a number of athletic programs that have been very successful, and yet we're a Founders League school with a commitment to academic excellence, and I think the kind of people that we are thrive in this environment.
Now, Laurie, I know you are a Yale goalie, and you went on to play for the U.S. women's national team. Tell me about your experience with Yale and the national team.
Obviously, it was an incredible experience, and I had ended up at Yale at a time when the program was still growing very much, and I was given an incredible opportunity to play from the get-go, and it certainly prepared me well to take on the challenges of that next level. I did have the opportunity to play with the national program, and it's one of those experiences to put the jersey on it's hard to describe. When we played in the World Championships in 1999, and just to be part of athletes of that caliber, and I learned so much.
How do the both of you kind of juggle hockey, family, and school commitments?
I think the secret is none of those elements can be divorced from each other. If you're the sort of person that wants your private life separate from your professional life, this doesn't work. The hockey team's in our apartment all the time. They play with our kids, they walk our dog. For us, that feels comfortable and that makes sense. And as much as we're competitive and we love being around the game and coaching, I'd never want the highs and lows of my entire life to be whether or not we won or how practice went. And I like that I can enjoy, this game that I love and coach at a high level, but there are classes we can teach and a dorm to run and, other aspects to my professional life that are frankly as fulfilling as the team.
Now, I know you're also the field hockey and the lacrosse coach as well as the girls varsity coach here for hockey. Tell me, do you think that by having these girls play multiple sports, does it make them a better player all around?
Sure. My role with both field hockey and lacrosse is as an assistant, and I feel very strongly that kids grow from different experience, and that was my own personal experience. I played both ice hockey and lacrosse in college, and if kids really want to excel at the highest level, they need to be in situations of competition regularly so that they're prepared for it. And I think there are a lot of people that are trending towards playing one sport and that's it, and or training in the fall and the springs for their winter sport, and I think they're losing something if they're not competing on a regular basis. Furthermore, I do think that you gain so much from playing sports maybe that you've never played before, being in a different position. There's so much to be gained from it.
What recommendations would you make for girls that are interested in playing prep school hockey?
First thing is they've got to be academically sound. They've got to be motivated students. Hockey-wise, as youngsters, they need a strong emphasis on skills. And I'm a firm believer in power skating instruction. Kids who skate well position better, they shoot better. And then the last thing I would say is what separates good from great are all the intangible qualities. The quote that is up in our locker room is, "Act well thy part, therein lies the glory." Kids need to understand that being a part of a team is about being a part of something larger than yourself.
What recommendations would you give to parents that are maybe thinking about having their children come here?
I think every school has a different feel, and I think it's important for parents to do their homework and try to get the best sense of what the environment is like.
I think getting on a campus is key. If you start doing online research, a lot of these schools, they blend. They all really look similar, but you discover that they all are really, frankly, quite different. To come here and to meet the girls from the team, to meet the adults that are supervising the program, if they feel comfortable during those visits, the signals look pretty good that it's a good fit.
For the girls that do already play hockey that can look up to you as a role model, what recommendations do you have for them to get into playing maybe college hockey or even going beyond that and playing for the national team?
At the end of the day, they want to ask themselves, did they do everything they could? Did they do it to the best of their ability? What could they have done better? So much of that needs to come from within. If someone wants to play college hockey at this point, they have to be pretty religious in terms of their training both on and off the ice. And it's important to know what playing college hockey actually entails.
We are college preparatory school, and athletically, I think that means we need to give our kids a taste of what college athletics is going to look like. We push hard. We have our on-ice sessions, we have our off-ice sessions, we do film analysis. These kids are they're going hard every day, and they're going to be very tired by the end of the season.
Many of our girls do aspire to play at the next level.
Of course.
And, I know I do, and I'm sure Shawn does too. Places a lot of responsibility on myself to help them achieve that. Obviously we can't do it for them, but we will do everything we can to facilitate it and help make sure that happens. And we love these girls like they're our own children, and want to help them through this, the highs and lows of this, and get them through with as much success as they can have, both as a team and as individuals, for sure.
Thank you both so much for meeting with us today. We really appreciate it, taking the time to get to know you both, and we wish you good luck at your game today.
Great, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
You're very welcome.
Thanks.